Hey, welcome to the Monday panel with Bearded Veteran Crates with me, Tim, and Trevor. I'll unmute you now, Trev. Trev was busy trashing the place, so I'm.
It wasn't me. Bloody muck. I think it was Tim.
It was Tim.
I think it was Tim. Yeah, bang crash wallop. He's banging his microphone. I think.
To be fair, it did kind of sound like you were at the dentist, Tim.
Oh yeah, I was using a drill. Yeah.
I can't get the staff. Just can't get the staff.
How are you two?
Yeah, all right, mate.
Yeah, not too bad.
Good. Had a good weekend.
Yeah, pretty uneventful this time around.
Good. This time round.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get stitched up with more jobs next weekend.
Is this you get stitched up with more jobs, or you go, if you do this, I'll do this, expecting not to actually go through with it?
No, I learnt my lesson on that. Like that kid from Wife Swap. I don't want to make deals with you because I keep losing at deals.
You learn very quickly when you get married, don't you?
Never volunteer for anything.
No, sir. Ian Chambers says, aha, first in, I win today. Well done, Ian.
Duke says, well done, Ian. G'day, all you beautiful people.
Robert says, made the podium at last.
Ian says, why, thank you, Duke. Victory's mine!
Ian says, morning, Robert.
Paul says, good morning, troops. Morning, Paul.
Morning. Bob, hail Ian. Well done, old chap. Pole position, north or south pole?
Bob says, or you put it another way, polar bears or penguins?
Bob says, to why are letters next to each other? Aren't computers supposed to clear enough now to recognise grammar?
Yeah. The problem is computers can only work off the information that's put into them. So if you press a button, it's going to do that button.
The thing I hate is bloody spell checker.
Yeah.
Thing.
Duke says, good day, Bob and Paul.
Duke says, Ian, I kneel before your victory. May the chickens of your enemies turn into emus and peck their dunny down.
It's a very elaborate one.
Jim says, congratulations, Ian. Remember what Wellington said, the only thing more tragic than a victory is a defeat.
Yeah.
Did he? I don't know. I ain't got a clue.
Joe says, I give up. Now even Ian beat me to the punch. It's okay. Today I'm starting my new routine. First watch and listen to silly stream, then afterwards do 6 sets of lightweight bench presses. Continued. Very good.
Adam's in saying, hello, loves.
Good morning, Adam. And Joe says, weights on MWF and bike riding on Tuesday and Thursday, beer guzzling on the weekends.
Replace all those calories you've lost.
That's it, yeah.
Paul says, let's go. It's noon. Yes.
Bob says, Jim, are you going to share the words with Joe?
Joe says, Trevor late again. No, Trevor, I wasn't. No, was Trevor late again? I don't think so.
No.
No.
We were just chatting. Ian says, I feel so overwhelmed by your appreciation of me. You will live in my heart forever.
Duke says, wow, Joe, that's better than me. I do 1 rep of 1 pound weights a week. and rest up for the rest of the week.
Yeah. Real men measure their reps in pints.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, and Joe says, Duke, that's why you are a beast.
Duke says, Joe, more like Jabba the Hutt.
Jim says,
Bob,
Joe knows the package arrived Friday. Next stop is to get mailing information.
There we go.
Oh, Julian, afternoon all.
Afternoon, Julian. Paul, I have a new phone coming tomorrow, so photos and videos will improve somewhat. Excellent.
Dennis says, afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Julian Joe says, spent the weekend cleaning my large metal shed, cleaned around all my workout equipment and airbrush booth, thinking about adding a portable AC so I can actually use the airbrush. Yeah.
Be a good idea. Paul says, I hope to join you guys on panel in a few weeks. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Now we're in trouble.
Julian says, agreed, Mikey. Garbage in, garbage out. Hence, AI isn't right. It just gives you what it thinks is the answer.
Yeah, it just gives you what it thinks you want to hear. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. Chat caught up with gentlemen.
Good.
Lovely.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a nice timely manner.
Paul, if you go on to the Discord, I put up a thing yesterday for a new shop that's opened up in Halsham High Street opposite the Old Bank, which is the Italian restaurant. It's more war games than anything, but he has got tools and accessories there, and he also does the war game paints as well.
Yeah.
Because Adam cost me 25 quid for paints for German soldiers.
He didn't cost you anything. You chose to spend it. Could have been any colour.
Well, no, you don't tell him that.
Guess what I've got arriving this afternoon?
What? Go on.
The Blu-ray of Landship.
Yeah.
The new film, World War One film, about the British tank called Fray Bentos.
Ah. It's not a new film, is it?
Yep.
Oh, is it?
It was made by a oh crap, what's it called? Oh. When it's not made by a big company, what's it called, Tim?
Independent
filmmakers. So it was only shown in like 2 cinemas last month because the big cinemas wanted big money to show it. So they've released it on Blu-ray and DVD straight away. So I've got the Blu-ray coming this afternoon because I pre-ordered it. There is a 20-minute short video that they made on the same topic on YouTube, but this is a feature-length film. Jim says, Joe, let me know when you want to exchange mailing information. Your beast awaits. It's such a good job that was the spelling mistake it made. If it got that A wrong at the beginning of awaits, or what's supposed to be awaits, that could have been a very different comment. Because he spells awat. Joe says, Jim, if allowed, I will place it on Discord. Yep. Or best thing to do, Joe, is private message him on Discord with the address rather than putting your details into the public part. Paul says, so last night I have. Sounds a bit Yoda-ish. Adam, at least you have some soldiers for a diorama now, Trevor.
I got that Sant Maragliese kit, the Italeri one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got about 4 million in it.
Bob says, Julian, are you implying that AI is reading minds? It's no wonder it seems to be rubbish whenever I approach it. Jim says you can direct message me on Discord, Joe. Adam says, yeah, we had it on the DCA at the DCA theatre. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no cinemas near us that showed it. So yeah, I said to my father-in-law, because we were going to go watch it together. So, and I said, I'll pre-order the Blu-ray and then we'll watch it at home on the big screen.
Yeah.
Ian says, I'm in two minds whether to spray my walking stick white. Got to go to the optician for diabetes eye test, and they all put drops in which will bugger up my vision. You'll get on the bus cheaper. So I'm working on cockpit on this Stuka at the minute, so I need to find pictures of the cockpit.
Oh yeah, you're doing the Stuka, aren't you? Very nice. So these are all black and white, aren't they?
Yeah, but you can sort of guesstimate the colours.
Yeah, it's probably cockpit green.
Yeah. You can sort of guesstimate the colours and what it should look like anyway. So that's an interesting one. You can actually see the exhaust. So that'll be handy. And the engine. And the frame is more of a grey colour.
Does it give you an idea of colours in the instructions?
It does, but I just want to see what the inside of the cockpit looks like.
Well, is it Stuka?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's not what it shows in the thing. That's interesting. It looks like the inside's all aluminium colour. So what does it say inside?
I think most of the German planes were either RLMO2 or 66.
I've got the exterior colours.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the interior.
Yeah, 85. What's that? Umbrella 85. Not that it matters for this session.
Can you see? Can you see that, Mikey?
Just about, yeah. Yeah, that's the front part. You got the rear as well.
You want the you don't want a lot, do you?
See, it says Humble 85 is coal black. It's not coal black. Oops, sorry. That was on the microphone.
Plenty of photos of the front of it.
I
mean, it looks like the interior of the cockpit is sort of like grey.
Yeah.
A medium grey.
Yeah. Well, it's saying there grey matte.
Yeah, so.
But if you look at the back, I'll show you now. If we zoom in. If I can. There you go. So if I zoom in.
Zoom.
Yeah.
you can see there's a lot of reflections.
Yeah,
So if you look at that box there, it's reflecting that edge there.
yeah.
So that must be an aluminium.
Yeah, I was just going to say a silvery aluminium or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
the call out
The
is
call's
sort
not
of
that.
like a blackish grey color, then it would be wanting RLM 66.
Yeah. I haven't got RLM 66, and I ain't buying any more.
It's just it's a black grey, like it's
Like a NATO
you know,
black thing.
lighter than NATO black. It's
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. If you look there too, it's got the reflections and the stuff. So whatever that is, that's clear. And then that firewall, or whatever it is the same colour as that wheel at the side.
I don't know. This is why I use the internet, man, instead of books. Because I've got access to every book ever.
And there's the front of the cockpit, which is the black bit. Oops, zoomed in too much. There we go. Yeah, the front cockpit where all the controls are is black. But the back seems to be like a much lighter colour, like an aluminium or something. S6
Yeah, I would double check that.
Yeah.
Because that would be different to any other German plane I've ever done.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're sticklers for standardizing stuff.
Yeah.
Mm. Actually, I've got a board of models one upstairs. I don't know what that tells you. Oh, have a look.
Adam says, quite lucky since the DCA shows a lot of the independent stuff. Yeah. Paul says, last night I went to renew my provisional license. I found out it ran out in 2023. According to the website, I have to have ID or a doctor who has known me for 2 years for more. This is a problem. Well, it is if you've been riding without a license, yeah. Because that's kind of illegal. Bob says, Mikey, would the index at the back of the book help? Probably. Paul says, I recently changed my doctor and I rarely see them as I don't have any photo ID. Oh. Don't know what to do then. I mean, it doesn't have to be a doctor. It can be anyone else. But yeah, the lack of photo ID is a problem these days.
Right. So is it a G1 or G2?
2.
Junkers JU87 Stuka, G1, G2.
Duke says most German planes were medium grey in the early war and darker grey in later war. Well, I'm doing early war, so it'll be light. Paul says, why couldn't they just leave the old DVLA system on the website and not change it? Because government. Adam says, what Timmy said, occasionally they would have unpainted sections close to the end of the war. Yeah. Bob, shall I see what my 124 scale one shows for interior colours? You can do if you want, right?
Good old border models, don't bloody tell you. All it gives you is external colours
Greenish grey or brownish grey primer? Note, while official 1941-42 directives later mandated RLM-66 for all visible interior areas, historical consensus and photograph evidence from 1940 Battle of Britain aircraft point heavily to the lighter RLM-02 as the dominant interior colour. Yeah, there you go. So RLM-66 was post 1942.
Yeah, well, that's what we've been saying. Like, generally the early ones are like RLM-02, and the later ones are 66. But like they're still standardized colors. Like that's why it was kind of like making my ears prick a little bit when you're just like, oh yeah, looks like it's just aluminium in there. I was like, I don't think so.
It did, because it's reflective.
Well, sure, if that's a photo from the 40s.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? This is why it's best to get multiple sources of information.
Paint it pink.
Yeah, paint it whatever colour I want. It's my plane.
Yeah.
My plane, not Tim's.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Tim, it's his plane, not yours. Oh, dear.
Cockpit, page 8. Oh, quite a lot of cockpit photos. 836.
Yeah, then bloody whatever they call them, Warhammer. Yeah, Warhammer paints. They ain't bloody cheap, are they?
No, sir.
Nope. But they are a lot of fun to paint.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he had sets there for actually they were about 10 pence cheaper than what they were on the army painter website. The sets, but it's like set of German Second World War German colours is like 60 quid, you know.
Nah. There you go. So that's a picture of the front control panel. So I think probably NATO black with some black detailing would probably cover that.
Yeah. So no need to prime it, just NATO black it.
I'll prime it anyway. Just NATO black over the top. And then pick out some of the detail and like gloss black. The Telefunken Type's S6 transmitter set.
That is my white ink.
I'll put too much paint on there. Oh, well.
Ah, there it is. Well, hey.
But hey.
Well, hey. 163 and 176.
Oh, crikey, I need more. That's not good.
To review the gunner's position, JU87B. There you go. So that bit under there is aluminium, and then the front panel is painted grey. If I look at it. And the gunner's position. Oh, there we go. I could always just do it like that, Tim. That'll solve a lot of problems.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Create a whole raft of new ones like that. Bob says, "Gone digging, diggy hole."
Oh, digging.
June says, "Paul, do you have passport? You can update passport and driving license online. I did it a few months ago. I just went to the post office to update
To do
my
what? Oh,
update my license,
eh?
renew my license.
Oh, your driving license. Do it online.
Yeah, I went to the post office to do it because with having a beard, the facial recognition thing doesn't work very well.
No, I mean, when I done the wipes, I had to take a photo. I had to take the photograph about 20 times. So I got one suitable.
Paul says, "This morning I have seen a P-51 Mustang, a Spitfire, Hurricane, and a Eurofighter. The Eastbourne Air Show is just 3 days away." Nice.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's quite nice.
Ian says, "RLMO2 will be the main color with dry brushing a lighter shade. Some of the ancillary equipment will be in a natural metal." Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Quite right. See, there are some bits of natural metal. Paul says, "This year, the B-17G Sally B is joining the air show at Messerschmitt BF-109G. Unfortunately, the Reds are stuck in Canada." Yes, they are. Model Student says, "Warhammer is way too expensive for me. I have enough trouble scrounging the supplies nowadays. Good thing to be stocked up as the price on everything seems to be escalating steadily." Yes, it does. Duke says, "You're a very lucky Paul. I would love to see them flying over." Ian says, "Hi to MS20. Duke says, "Good day, Model Student." And Jim says, "Ever see the full name description of the Stuka? Typical German word, at least 15 letters." Yeah.
Yeah, we went to that a couple of years ago, but what we done was we booked a deal with one of the hotels. So you got lunch, afternoon cream tea,
Ew.
and a guaranteed seat on the balcony to sit and watch the air show right opposite the pier.
Ew. Sounds awfully posh and sophisticated, old boy.
Man, not really. It was all right. Yeah, in actual fact, it was very good, but yeah. But having a quick look around the hotel, I wouldn't want to go and stay there. Yeah. I think I might be taking ice powder with me.
Yeah.
I need to switch cameras. People can't see what I'm doing.
Well, that's very true.
I'm surprised nobody's actually commented. "We can't see what you're doing."
They were being nice to you, Trev.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah.
Julie says, "My problem was both driving license and passport had expired, but driving license wanted a current passport." Oh, yeah. Well, that's the other thing. I don't have a passport. So
You don't have a passport?
no, I haven't had one for years.
Oh, say.
Mine ran out just before I got married. And never needed one.
That was convenient, wasn't
it? Yeah. Yeah, I've never needed one, so I've never bothered renewing it.
Yeah, because you didn't need one in the army, did you?
Yeah, you did. So
did you?
So I had one when I was a teenager, when I was going on holiday with my dad. But then just when I joined up, I had to renew it and have an adult one. And then that's the one I used to go abroad with the armed forces and stuff.
We got a different passport for that.
Yeah.
We get a government issued passport, so it's green instead of blue.
Yeah. Model Students doing a cowboy wave. Yeah, we didn't get that. We just got our Mod 90 and our just a civilian passport. Still got it in my drawer with the Falklands Islands stamp on it.
Mm. I can't remember, it was a couple of places that we went. We were actually advised to don't get your passport stamped. Get them to put a separate bit of paper in it and get them to stamp that. And I'm thinking, what? And it was actually true, yeah.
Is that traveling through the Middle East?
Yeah,
Yeah. I assume you went through Israel?
yeah,
Yeah, there's still a couple countries that are dickheads about that, but
yeah.
yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah, politics are weird.
Mm. Yeah, we actually stayed in a hotel that was right on the border between Israel and Egypt.
Yeah.
And every time you wanted to go, most of the bloody excursions were in Israel. So you had to walk down the road, go through the Egyptian customs, which was most weird because it was all, well, not weird, but it was all blokes. And then when you went through the Israeli customs, it was all women. And then when you went to go back into Egypt, you had to pay to get out of Israel.
Crazy. Snips, snip, snip,
Snip, snip, snip.
snip, snip.
I'd like to actually go back, but I don't think I'll do it at the moment.
No. Matthew says, hi everyone, too hot already. Oh no. Paul says, Mikey, what are you building? The wing spar looks like a Corsair or Hawker Typhoon. It is a Stuka.
Stuka. Not snooker, Stuka.
He says, bloomin' hell, just noticed that I've put one of the flaps on my Barracuda on backwards. Oh well, time to discombobulate and correct.
Oh, don't know.
And Ian says, hi Matthew. Matthew says, hi Ian. Duke says, hi Matthew. Oh, good day, Matthew. Paul says, I'm going to Eastbourne Air Show on Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Saturday, I'm at M4H Brighton. There we go.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Adam says, finally, break time, and that means bacon and polony roll.
Bacon and polony roll.
And Matthew says, good day to Duke. Ooh. I think someone needs to get a few million quid together and make get a flying replica of a Stuka, so that they can go to air shows and have the sirens welling as they're diving, so people can see how terrifying they are.
Yeah, because they made that horrible whining noise, didn't they?
Yeah, they had sirens on them, didn't they?
Mm.
Psychological warfare.
That's what the wife uses to get me to do things, that is.
I'm saying nothing.
Needless to say, she's not here today.
So that's why you're brave.
Oh, yeah.
I must say, Airfix done a good job of getting everything to fit nicely on this.
Mm.
I'm not putting a stand on this, I don't think. even though that would be cool. Matthew says, "Good day, Duke." Paul says, "I will try and get as many reference photos of aircraft for you all over the weekend." Excellent. Duke says, "What's Polony, Adam?" Ian says, "Mikey forgot the Marley alarm." Ian says, "Hi, Ronnie." Matthew says, "Stuka is the RAFM Hendon. The ones they used in Battle of Britain film were 1/4 scale RC ones, still massive." Yeah. Duke says, "Good day, Ronnie. Too cold here to stay." Who the bloody hell's Ronnie? Am I seeing comments that aren't popping up or something? Adam says, "It's like a sausage kind of thing." Duke says, "The sirens used to make a whining noise while flying, which sent the crew crazy." Yeah, it's hardly surprising. Oh, that didn't do too well. Oh, there you go. Ronnie's in. Says, "I'm Ronnie!" Laugh out loud. How did they know you were here? Didn't have any comments off you. Crazy. But welcome. Welcome. Wonder how weight rose and that is.
Yeah, he done his show this morning.
Yeah, Monday Matters. Ghost says, "Morning, everyone." Hello. Duke says, "Thanks, Adam." Ian says, "Good day, Ghost." Oh, hi, Ghost. And Duke says, "Good day, following." And Paul says, "Mike, one Stuka is under full restoration in Germany. They have a complete Stuka in bits after being salvaged and using that as a reference for the build." Sweet. Look forward to seeing that. Hopefully they'll put an electronic siren on rather than a mechanical one, though, so it still makes the noise, but it can be switched off properly by the crew. And not drive them crazy. I think New Zealanders are lucky because they get to see a lot of the World War One aircraft from Peter Jackson's collection, don't they?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to go and see that.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a film there is a documentary about it. Yeah. And also about the planes flying as well. And it's good that he's actually, I mean, the Wingnut Wings website is still there. It's good that he's left that up.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of reference material on that.
Yeah. Well, he said in the what's it called, in the documentary, didn't he? He never set up Wingnut Wings to make money.
No.
He set it up so that people learned about World War One aircraft. Which is probably why he's left it up.
Yeah, it could very well be. But, yeah.
Go says, "Hi, Ian and Duke." Bob says, "Mikey, Stuka info from mine sent by email being stupidly slow." Okie dokie, buddy. Ian says, "Well, just to upset everyone, has everyone bought any Galeri or are we all galeried out?" I've not bought any because I couldn't afford any.
Yeah, it's not actually, most of it's not up and running yet, I don't think, is it? I know they're doing the deal on the paints at the moment. Yeah, I might get that. I might treat myself, give myself a treat, as I haven't had one for a while. I might buy the paint shaker.
Nice. That does look cool. Ronnie says, I'm sure someone somewhere is 3D printing a Stuka. Is anything not 3D printed these days? Yeah. Matthew says, I just buy the cheap 18 to £20 ones off Amazon. What? Stukas? Oh, Galeri stuff. Duke says, it's fascinating, Mikey. They have a couple of museums with planes for display only and some great people there to tell you the history. That would be awesome. Well, that's weird. Two blokes have just walked past carrying a bed frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a double bed. Random.
Maybe they can't afford the removal costs.
Yeah, but they haven't got the legs or anything. It's just literally the frame for a double bed.
Oh, metal, is it?
Yeah, well, the outside's metal and the slats are wooden.
You've only got so many hands.
If that's metal, that'd be the old scrappies.
Yeah. Well, we have got a recycling centre at the bottom of the hill. It's just.
Oh, that's probably where it's going then. It could be going there, yeah. But the old scrappies will probably find it.
Yeah.
What was it I put outside the club the other week? It was only there about 3 or 4 days. Oh, an old ice machine and a glass washer.
I remember a few years ago, me and my mum took our sofa down to the recycling centre, but they had the height barrier on, and we were too tall to get through the height barrier. And they said, no, you can't bring it in. You can't bring it in on the roof because you'd be too tall for the height barrier. And I went, we'll open the height barrier, and we're not allowed to. Right. But it's to stop vans, not to stop sofas. And he went, yeah, I know, but we can't. He said, that's fine, another way of bringing it in. So we parked up outside, lifted it off the roof. Me and my mum was in the 60s. I went to carry it through. They went, no, you can't walk through. And I went, well, how the hell am I meant to get it in there then? He said, it won't fit in the bloody car. It's a sofa. And I went, I don't know, it's not our problem. Oh, for God's sake. And next minute, this fella drove past with a trailer. He said, yeah, I'll have to stick it on the back on my trailer. I'll take it in for you. Right, I've got to go.
Yeah, you do get some jobs worth at some of these council places, don't you?
Yeah.
Probably because 99% of them have got no brain.
Paul says the Mosquito that is down in New Zealand is nearly ready to be sent to the UK. It will be flown out of Biggin Hill by the 2-seat Spitfire company. Nice. That's going to be cool to see. Joe says, I have 3 Galeri airbrushes. If you buy me an AC for my shed, I will paint the side of my shed with Galeri. That'd be a very expensive paint. Adam says, use ASM for more money off. Give me your money. There you go. For an extra 10% off, use the code ASM. Ian says, I think the hospitals are waiting for men, to be admitted with injuries to certain parts of their anatomy from that paint shaker. Jim says, I beg your pardon. Seems I spelled beast wrong in my previous comments. Oh dear. I don't think it's Mandy you'd have to worry about.
Poor Johnny. Got.
Joe says, I'm sick of this heat. I should have bought that land by the beach in Costa Rica last year. It's warm, but on a beach. Paul says, I'm sat here drinking a can of Foster's. I love the amber nectar. Bit early in the day for me.
Can of Foster's.
But,
yeah. Can of Foster's. Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah.
Heathen.
Bit early in the day for drinking for me. But each to their own.
Yeah, I don't. Not when I'm indoors, but if I'm out on holiday, like sort of lunchtime and that, I'll have a drink. But definitely not indoors.
My dad always said if you're not on holiday or at special events, if you're drinking before 8 o'clock at night, then there's something going wrong.
Well, your dad's wrong.
Yeah, telling me you're wrong. Yeah.
8 o'clock at night.
I think my dad was just trying to teach me how to be responsible.
Was he?
I think so. Didn't work.
But... you do that, but I'm just going to say that's probably a total waste of time.
It's a waste of 18 years of his life. Especially considering I was drinking in pubs at 14 anyway.
Yeah, what was
usually,
I? What was I? 10. Yeah.
Usually about 11 o'clock in the morning onwards. It was great.
I used to go and bottle up at one of our local pubs that my granddad used to vacate. I'm sure the landlady had a thing for me even at 10 years old. Because I used to get a bottle of brown, wrong colour. I used to get don't put your finger in the paint, Windsor. I used to get a bottle of brown ale, a packet of crisps for bottling up on a Saturday morning.
I used to deliver to a pub called the Bridge Inn in Pontblythen, which is not far from us, about 15 miles. And if you went there before 12 o'clock, the chef, who was also the owner, you did the delivery, and then he made you sit at the back of the pub in the beer garden with bacon butties, fresh bacon butties, and a cup of coffee. If you got there after 12 o'clock, he made you a roast dinner and a pint.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't let you leave until you'd had them.
And I reckon you used to get there after 12 o'clock.
No, I used to try and get there first, actually. I like the bacon.
You prefer the bacon butter, yeah, you're probably right.
Well, yeah, and I wasn't a big drinker by then anyway. And I certainly didn't believe in drink driving.
Oh, no. No, I reckon anybody that gets done with drink driving should be banned for life.
Yep. There was only one time where I got there after 12 o'clock, and it was literally because I knew that it'd make me have a drink. I made sure it was the last delivery I did that day. And then I only had half a pint. But I made sure I had my meal with it. And I picked like the lowest strength lager. Now, of course, you could just have 0% alcohol lager, but they didn't have it.
Yeah. No, I think the only one, going back a few years, I think the only one they had was that bloody Caliber.
Yeah, they had Caliber or what was it? Not Foster's. Beck's. Which was all right, but
yeah, I think that was the Beck's Blue, wasn't it? That was free, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think come yesterday?
Paul says, drink Australian, think Australian.
Castle Lane 4X, isn't it?
Yeah. Ian says, Foster's, I wouldn't give a Castlemaine 4X for that, as the old commercial used to say.
Yeah.
What was the one that all the alkies used to drink was Special Brew, wasn't it?
Special Brew, yeah. God, yeah. God, yeah.
Special Brew, like. Thing is though, is they drank it because it was cheap, high strength lager, but it was like 7%. But I drink stuff that's high percentages than that now, but I only drink it now and again, like when I'm doing Weight Rose's live stream. Paul says, "Oh, I got approved for 2 credit cards. One was £350 limit, and the other was £2,000 limit. So more kits for me then." Okay, wouldn't
recommend that personally.
No.
It's a bad way to go.
I've always avoided credit cards. Never wanted one. As far as I'm concerned, if you can't afford it, you don't get it. Bob said,
we've got 2. We got a normal one that we use day to day, and we've got another one that we can use when we're on holiday, and then they don't charge us silly money for exchange rates and that.
Yeah.
But I mean, when we took out the holiday one, it was $8,000 straight away on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think our main credit card, I think the limit on that's about $14,000, something like that.
Yeah. See, there's no way I could afford to pay stuff like that off. I could probably get that credit because I've got quite good credit.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to afford to pay it off if I accidentally sort of got too much on it.
No, you've got to pay it off every month.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, I mean, the interest rates are ridiculous.
Yeah. What do you mean? I mean, one good thing for me is it means I've never been in debt.
No.
I've had things on high purchase like the sofa and the car.
Oh yeah, we all done that bloody year. You know, we done that years ago.
Yeah, but I've never actually had a debt as such.
I mean, the biggest debt you ever had these days for the people that can do it is a bloody mortgage.
Yeah. Well, they're the 2 biggest purchases most people make in their life, isn't it? It's the mortgage, the house, and the car.
Yeah. But
and we just finished paying off our sofa.
Yeah, we didn't pay cash for it, but our last car cost us more than what it did to buy our first house.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
It's frightening.
Back in day. Bob says, I decided to drink driving was silly after discovering I couldn't see through the bottom of the glass. My dad used to mess around and say, now remember, Mike, you can't drink and drive. You drink, then drive. Adam says, Cactus Jack. I've never tried that. Bob says, high purchase. Are they going for big budgies? Or high purchase? Got you. Oh dear, Bob. We've got 26 people watching.
Ooh.
Which isn't bad considering we're fairly quiet today.
I do like these little Edward kits. Now, last week it took me all the whole 2 hours to paint the engine, put the cowling on, and put it onto the fuselage. Today, I've done that before I came online, but I painted the cockpit, painted the inside of the fuselage. I put the fuselage together. I put the wings on. I painted the engine and put it onto the fuselage, and I put the cowling on in about an hour.
Go you.
Yeah. Oh, that was a bloody nightmare last week. How that really, really didn't end up in the bin, I do not know. It came very, very close.
You did sort of slam it against the table after the stream.
I chucked it in the air. Oh, it just would not go together.
He chucked it, and whatever damage you did to it actually made the part fit.
We did, because I chopped a few bits off that were in the way to make it fit.
Yeah.
Which didn't
Doug-
matter because don't show anyway.
Yeah. Doug Sawyer says, hello, peoples. Hello. Bob says, it's the meds, I say. Then Ian Chavers put, hi, Dorka, hard kiss. Ooh la la. What are you working on there, Tim?
The bust of the
Paddy
Jeep
Main.
driver. Yeah.
You're working on her bust.
Oh dear, you've started him off.
Yeah, so I finally got around to mounting it and everything. So yeah, just making a start on it today.
Nice.
Kind of, yeah, just play around with some kind of flesh values and kind of work out where I want the light to be and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing too neat or anything yet. Just kind of quick and dirty sketching.
Yeah. Well, Kay started enjoying doing figure painting. Kind of.
She is. It's awesome.
She's Nick was showing us that 3D printed gnome that he's done last Friday. The tactical gnome. Well, she had the same one. She's printed one of them. And she really enjoyed it. So, and then she spotted the 3D printed Smurf that Bob did for me. She went, "Can I paint that?" I was like, "Yeah, if you want." And then she went, "Have you got any more?" I was like, "Aha! I have a box full of Bob. Feel free. Help yourself. Saves me buying your models." Especially whilst you're practicing. Steve says, hi, folks. Hello, Steve. Ian says, 29 watching, but only 12 likes. Lube and subscribe, people. Yes, it all helps. Should we see if anyone wants to come up on the panel?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's have a butcher's hook. Put that in. He does look very with his hand like that.
Yeah, it will have
Looks fabulous.
Yeah, so you will have the
Other way around though.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, so I still need to straighten out.
It
some
might
of
be
those
worth
bars.
it if you can get a rubber O-ring or something and just make the middle bit up.
Yeah, might do that. Who knows?
Bob says, it's the Dragon family. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, it is. Ian says, hi, Steve. Bob says, click, click. His meds are kicking in. Steve Paul says, hi, guys. Been a few weeks since I last watched the stream as life had got in the way, but enjoy the model making and chat. Nice. Well, glad to have you back, Steve.
Yeah, hope things are going well, mate.
And next time you see Mr. Morris, tell him to get his arse in gear and get on here. Because we miss him. We miss Shelfie. Ian Chambers says, hi, Steve number 2. We've got multiple Steves, multiple Garys.
But there's only one Trevor.
Thank God for that.
They broke the mold.
I'm not sure the world's ready for more than one Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we don't like you or anything, Trev.
No.
We're quite fond of you.
Good.
Yeah.
In small doses.
In 2-hour-long doses.
Yeah, yes. Don't be too vicious, as I'll have to tell Katie you've been picking on me again.
You can tell Katie what you want because I'm not married to her. I'm married to Kaylee.
I know. I'm wondering whether you would suss out on that one. You told me you were with Katie the other day.
Oh, don't say that, Jesus.
Oh no.
Duke says, "Good day, Dorker and Steve." And Bob says, "Writing sound effects for the Adams Family theme is not easy." So, what you got planned for the rest of the week, Tim?
Back in the lab on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from that, not much. Dad duties for the first half of the week.
Yeah.
So
It's worked out quite nicely how you've been able to arrange your studies and that now, isn't it? So
yeah.
make sure Katie gets plenty of support with Robin and that.
Yeah. Certainly not complaining.
No.
Can't be bad. Gets paid to stay home with the family. Eh?
Paul says, "I'm dry fitting the hull in the Hella 1400 Tirpitz. That is actually the Bismarck."
Bismarck too.
Steve Paul says, "I will be running an M4H session tomorrow afternoon with Mr. Gary Morris. Will be another great couple of hours with the guys and in the venue. Yeah. We'll kick his ass into gear. Tell him we miss him." Ian says, "Just imagine a stream with Trevor, Terry, and Nick. Whatever time it would be meant to start, half an hour later, everyone would still be waiting."
I'll treat that with the contempt that it deserves.
Oh, bless you. They're picking on you, Trev.
Picking on me, yeah. Might not see the wife. I say they're picking on me. She say, "Good." She bloody wouldn't all. Get no sympathy whatsoever, mate. I'll tell you.
We're blokes. We don't need sympathy. If we want sympathy, we look between shit.
Got you.
If we want sympathy, we look between shit and syphilis in the dictionary. Steve says, "I'll pass on your regards, guys." Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, don't make him too welcome, though. Just tell him we miss him.
Yeah.
Tell him we want him back. We miss him.
Yes.
Oh, dear. I don't know.
Bob says, "Mikey, beware of the postie today." Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell her about that. Whoops. Ian says, "I also don't think that they would ever get through the chat." Yeah. I think it's definitely a skill trying to sort of keep the chat engaged or keep engaged with the chat and concentrate on the panel as well. Paul says, "You bloody civilians are always late." Graham Ball's in. He says, "Afternoon all." Hello, Graham. The link is in the chat. If anyone wants to come up on the panel, you're more than welcome. Steve says, "The bust is coming along, Tim. Some really subtle painting going on there." Should we have a close-up of Tim's painting?
It's like I said, I'm roughing in at the moment, so it's very.
I don't know. I like it.
So at the moment, that's just 2 flesh tones.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna.
So, what flesh tones are they?
Give me one sec. It's
I always struggle with picking which flesh tones to use.
brown rose and salmon rose,
Oh, I think I've got brown rose.
and
Oh, I've got
then
dark rose.
and then mix a bit of where are we? Light flesh, like 50-50 with salmon rose for the next level.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of get those colors kind of down-ish where I'm happy, and then I'll probably do some glazes or tints to get more like yellows and reds and stuff in there, so he's not as pink.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how you tackle the beard.
Yeah.
Just with the highlights and lowlights.
Yeah.
Like, because his beard was like a gingery brown one, wasn't it, or something?
Oh, assuming I'm actually doing Paddy Mayne, not just a dude.
Well, yeah, there is that.
But yeah, no, it'll probably be a ginger because like it'll contrast nice with the colors of his uniform and that.
Yeah.
But,
and it's an interesting challenge to do ginger hair.
Yeah.
Without it looking like a carrot top.
No, I've got a pretty good amount of ginger in my beard.
Yeah.
And stuff. So it's the same thing. It's just like very like it's mostly brown.
Yeah.
But
Duke says, "G'day, Graham." Ian says, "G'day, Graham." Graham says, "Hi, Duke," and "Hi, Ian." Steve Ford says, "Going to look awesome. Looking forward to seeing it finished." Yeah, it'll be good. He is skilled as our Tim.
Is that the setup skin tones you got, Tim?
No, just raided my paint
you
box.
Just bought a few odd ones, yeah. Could they do a?
I'm not sure if Tim makes the channel look good or makes the rest of the channel look bad. Not sure. Because we can't get to his level. Graham says,
I'm not that good. I'm very much the everyman.
Yeah, they do those. They're quite good. The old berry flesh tone set.
Yeah.
And if you're doing anything that you want sort of a bit of colour changing, they are really good. Space dust, colour shifting, yeah. Was he pink or was he red? Was he red or was he blue?
Graham says, "Just waiting for my Edvard 148 Tempest to land on my doormat." Nice. Joe, 2 new hydration bladders coming in today to use while bike riding. Wife found 2 old ones in a box, but was hesitant to tell her I filled both with beer and couldn't get the smell or taste out. That's one thing we were taught with our camelbacks is you never put anything other than water in them. Otherwise, you just won't get the taste out.
Canteens were the same.
Yeah. Paul says, "This hull is not too bad. A few gaps along the seam line, but I will glue that and I'll fill them from the inside of the hull." Wonderful. Joe says, "Yes, Timmy, that looks great." And Mikey Trev, your stuff looks good too, I guess. Cheers, dude. Although I have just realised I probably should have painted the interior of this fuselage before putting it together, but never mind. I'll make it work. To be fair, probably not going to see much of the interior walls anyway. Adam says, "I need to figure out my next build." I think, Adam, you should do that Judge Dredd from Ninja Prince, because that looks awesome. It'd be interesting to see how you tackle that one.
Does anybody know, well, the UK, have they put the car tax up recently?
Yes. There's some cars like the old Ford Mondeos and stuff that they're putting up to like £700 a year or something.
Yeah, ours is just gone
Four
up.
by fours.
Ours is £200
Yeah.
for a year. That's a bloody night out.
Yeah. Or a weekend. In fact, it's double what I'm paying for a weekend away. At Telford. Oh yeah, I booked Telford.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I think you said, yeah, you booked the you're going up on the Saturday or something. Can you go in on the Sunday and coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weekend's a bit too much.
Yeah. When I went, I just went. Well, we went on the way back from Sheffield.
Yeah.
Because it was sort of halfway to home.
Yeah.
So it worked out. It was a break for 2 or 3 hours or whatever it was.
Yeah. I mean, we could always, like, on a Sunday morning, try and be one of the first ones in, which isn't usually a problem on a Sunday, as long as you're there by about 7 o'clock. But to be honest, once it gets to 8, 9 o'clock, then all the guys that were going in first have already gone in, and the queue's pretty much gone anyway.
Yeah, I can't remember what time we got there. I think we got there about 11, half 11, something like that. But as you say, then people were coming out.
Yeah. Last thing, a lot of the people just go for a look around and then that's it. They don't really socialise because they don't know anyone there.
Nah, that's it.
Other than the occasional YouTuber and stuff. Mostly Moz and Gary and Phil Flory and stuff. You decided when you're coming over, Tim?
No. No, not yet.
That sounded like a postman, but it's not because the gate didn't open. Bob says, okay, managed to get Stuka interior shots sent. Wonderful, thank you. Joe says, just kidding, guys. All looks good. Mikey, I always have a problem doing paint. Do I paint this part area now or wait? Drives me nuts. Yeah. Well, normally I would have painted it, the interior of the fuselage. But I need something to do on the stream. Bob says, somebody's going to blame me. Car tax increase caused by all my cars being historic with zero tax. Yeah. They're changing the MOT rules as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're trying to make it so that anyone over 70 doesn't just have to renew the license every 2 years, they have to retake their test every 2 years. Or every 5 years. Which, to be fair, given some of the driving I've seen over the years,
Yeah.
it's probably not a bad idea. I mean, my mum's a good example of that. She's, how old is she? 68, I want to say. 67.
You be careful there, what you?
Yeah. And I've been driving for 20 years, and when I'm in the car with her, I hold onto the seat. And I have to keep telling her not to get so close to the cars in front and things. It's like, I know what I'm doing. I've been driving for 36 years. Like, yeah. Things change, especially in driving.
Oh dear.
Paul says, Trevor, you're coughing. Have you inhaled the glue wrongly?
No, I'll just put I'll put the fuselage together before I put the back well in. Not to worry, I'll just snip a couple of bits and it'll go in.
Paul says, Mikey, M4H Brighton is going to Telford. Ooh, excellent. It is a good opportunity to get to meet everyone. You just got to remember that if you see Sears at Telford, we don't know what you, or most of the time, we don't know what you look like. So don't just walk up to us and go, hiya. All week, because all we know is your YouTube name.
Well, Gary Waitrose would say, and you are?
Yes. I just go, hi, you're all right. Like I know who you are. Maybe look at you vacantly.
Once you introduce yourself to him, he is very sociable.
Yeah. I'm a nice guy, really.
Who said
Not
it
total.
about you?
I'm not a total arsehole. I'm just very what's that? Very can't think what it's called now. Oh, my brain is turning to mush lately. Adam says, my old instructor, who was also an army driving instructor, said that anyone over 70 should have to retake it every year. I don't know about every year, but certainly every few years, yeah. Joe says, it's okay, Bob, as long as you and your family become billionaires, right? Paul says, bear with me, I need to go get the filler. Okay. Following Ghost says, hi, Dorka. And Julian says, I found that as soon as I learned to drive, I was more aware of faults in others. My mum scared the bleep out of me, always passing cars far too close. Do you know what? I remember I think I was 16, and my nan, that's 15, 16, and I wasn't well in school one day, so my nan picked me up from school. And it was the last time I got in the car with my nan, because she was passing that close to cars. I thought she was going to hit the wing mirrors. She was only just missing wing mirrors and things. I was like, Nan, you're supposed to leave a car's doors width away from the car you're passing. She went, oh, it's fine, love. I was like, ah. Bless her. She never liked driving. She only did it when she had to. Bless her. She had the sense to surrender her license just because she didn't like driving anymore. She said there's no point in keep renewing it when she doesn't like to drive. So
yeah, I gave up mine. Well, mine was a motorbike, so
yeah.
I'm not going to.
I still got my car and my motorbike.
I'm not going to be driving a motorbike anymore. So
no, I mean, I'm probably not, but I've still got it. Just in case. Joe met and talked to a pilot from the Commemorative Air Force and Museum yesterday. Pretty cool. He was looking at our C-47. They can't seem to find one to restore. The museum bought theirs on eBay. Wow. That's an interesting thing to buy on eBay. Bob says, retake the whole test sequence or just do a check your competence. I think it's probably the whole test. So the theory test, the hazard perception test, and the road test. Well, that's what it should be anyway. Because hazard perception is the main thing that goes as you get older because your eyesight changes and things. And your ability for your brain to perceive changes and threats and things, hazards, slows and stuff like that. Julian says, Mum said she'd been driving twice as long as me, but I pointed out I drove every day, whereas she let Dad do the driving when we went out. Only drove when she had to. Yeah. See, my mum drives every day. So when I pull her up on her driving, she says, well, I've been driving 36 years. And I, yes, and I've been driving 20 and I've still not had as many crashes as you. I didn't have 3 crashes in 1 year.
Oh, I bet that was expensive.
It wasn't for her.
Well, no,
One-
yeah.
Well, one of them was.
Well, unless it, yeah. I mean, if it was the other person's fault, then yeah. But
Well,
it's when you get like we had, where somebody hit my wife's car and gave all their details, and then turned around to the insurance company and said, "It wasn't me. I don't know nothing about it."
Yeah, one of them was she's going down a lane and the car slid on ice and went into a lamppost. Another one was she was driving down a road by us, which is like a two-way lane, and it's quite a wide road. It wasn't like a really narrow lane. As she was driving along, she was driving past this junction. Next minute, this car came out straight out of the junction without stopping and took the entire front end of the car off.
Yeah.
And the doctor at the hospital said, "I'd just like to say, don't take this the wrong way. Don't take this the wrong way." He said, "But you are very lucky that you're so well endowed." And she went, "How rude? Why are you saying that?" And he said, "Well, because you're short and you're well endowed, you were wedged in between the steering wheel and the seat, so you didn't get any. So there wasn't any room for you to move and get crushed against the steering wheel." It's like rude but fair.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because it's still, well, the insurance company now have put it in the hands of a solicitor.
Yeah.
And it's going to go to court or whatever it might be, which meant that because the claim hadn't been settled,
Yeah.
it cost us £200 more than what it should have done for every insurance this year, because it's an unsettled bloody claim.
Yeah. See, when I had my crash a couple of years ago, it was quite lucky in a way because one, I had dash cam footage, which clearly shows that I was stopped for a long time before both of the impacts, because she hit us twice somehow. And she rear-ended, and the tractor that was in front of us, he was turning into his farm, so he was looking back over his shoulder as it happened, so he witnessed it as well. And the footage leading up to the accident shows that she would have seen us for up to a minute before the accident if she had been paying attention.
Yeah.
And then she admitted that she wasn't paying attention. She was sorting out some paperwork on the passenger seat while she was driving.
Yeah.
So yeah, she didn't have a leg to stand on, which is ironic because she's a physiotherapist. Julian says, "I stopped driving when I stuffed up my shoulder and couldn't steer properly. I felt I would be a danger to others and myself, so haven't driven since 2016. Yeah. You got to be responsible. Protect everyone." Bob says, "Last time I helped somebody with a hazard perception, he kept asking how I knew the shops on the road. Told him it was the road in the town I visited monthly." Paul says, "I have 8 years, no claims." But you also let your license expire 2 years ago. So if you haven't ridden or driven since then your no claims will have expired.
Yeah.
And if you have been driving since then, they'll be invalid because you're driving without a license. Before we got the mobility car, I had 14 years no claims.
Yeah, we got quite a few. I don't know what she has, not me.
Yeah. Bob says, "Had 3 car crashes in one morning. Not a problem. I was the passenger." Are you sort of like the Uncle Albert of driving then, Bob? Every time you get in the car, it crashes. Really, you tosser? It's that bloody young lad over the road with his car again, revving the bollocks off the engine. Because I've got an exhaust. Joe says, "Julian, thank you for thinking about the safety of your fellow man. Good man for a heathen." Yeah. Bearing in mind this young lad, he's got a little like 3-door Skoda.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a different. Has he changed the exhaust on it or something? Has he?
Yeah, he's put a big bore exhaust on it and everything. And it's like, oh, dude, really?
Yeah, the exhaust probably cost him more than what the Skoda did.
Yeah.
Bless him.
And then he's got a slow car crew on the back of it, on the back window. A slow car club.
Yeah.
So you're taking pride in the fact that you drive slow? Okay.
Yeah, is that because he's got a tracker or something in his car for the insurance?
Probably. Personally, I think it's just because he's a tosser.
Yeah, I can hear it,
Yeah. Completely unnecessary. But at least the exhaust he's put on today, by the sound of it, sounds a lot better than the exhaust he had on. The exhaust he had on just sounded like he'd blown a hole through his exhaust. Because he's one of those cheap big bore exhausts. Joe says, yes, Paul, sorry, letting your license expire is a bit too much. Yeah. Bear in mind, Joe's an ex-police officer as well. If you let your license expire, it's anything you gain on it is invalid. Because legally, you are not a driver. I am afraid. I have nil points and full no claims.
Your son's disappeared.
It's quite easy to get done for speeding now in Wales, with everywhere being all the residential roads being 20 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Thing is, it's not even residential roads, so like side streets and stuff. It's any road that's got a house on it, house next to it. So the hill going up from us, it's got houses for like 200-300 meters. And then it stops. So once they stop, it goes to 30. And then you go past a load. This is the weird thing. You go about half mile up the road. There's still houses at the side of the road, but it's 30. And then it gets to a place where there's no houses and it goes back to 20. It makes no sense. Paul says, that's all I can do with the hull. It's now glued and filled. Thanks for reminding me. It's all right. Bob says, I had a loud exhaust once. Yuck. Twin cherry bombs on 4.8 litre V8 muscle car. Swapped it for a 6 litre with normal exhaust. Neither yank tank handled well. So, yeah. Harleys don't handle particularly well either. Paul says, I spent the last 2 years off the road as I had to do some restoration work on the bike. Yeah, so you've got no claims. If you haven't had a license or being insured or anything, then you're not in, your no claims run out after, I think it's 2 or 3 years they expire. But if if you haven't renewed your license, then they're invalid anyway. Joe says, mind you, I was a ticket writing officer. I didn't like writing tickets to people on the way to work, or only if violation was egregious. Then I would write one, such as speeding in a school zone. Yeah. See, we don't really have school zones here, but we have streets where schools are, and that's what North Wales Police have sort of said with the 20 mile an hour zones. They're only going to be strict with it if you're doing it, breaking it outside of the school or something like that.
Do you not have school zones?
No.
Weird.
Well, don't forget, we don't have zones at all.
Well,
We
like
don't-
we don't have other zones and stuff. We just have school zones. So between what is it, like 7 a.m. and I think 4 in the afternoon or something, like
Yeah.
during the school term.
Yeah.
We have like flashing lights at the beginning and end of the zone and everything that reminds you, like, yeah, speed limit's 40 k's.
Yeah.
But
we don't have-
everyone's really good about it.
Yeah, we don't have that. We just have, just to have a yellow zigzag on the school side of the road to tell parents not to park there. That's it. And then we might have a lollipop lady or a lollipop man
Lollipop man.
to help the kids cross the road. Junior says, Mikey, I was AFK earlier and heard you say about having no card. Friend of mine is the same. Raised, if you don't have the cash, you can't afford it. Oh, credit card. Has zero debt as a result. Yeah, exactly. You've got to be sensible. Joe says, or having a Philadelphia Eagles sticker on your vehicle. Paul says, all roads where there are housing along it here in East Sussex are 20 mile an hour, but no one abides by it. Yeah, no one abides by it here other than outside schools.
We haven't even got parking wardens where I am.
Well, we haven't, to be honest. We used to have.
Hmm.
But he was only allowed to operate on the car parks.
Mm.
Yeah. To be honest, we're quite a small town, so we don't really have much problems with parking. There's plenty of car parks. What we do have a problem with is people being lazy and trying to, instead of, because to get from Tesco's to the high street, you can either go under the underpass, but it's only a short one and it's quite a wide one, so it's safe. Go under the underpass and up the steps or the ramps, or you can go to the Pelican Crossing, press the button, and walk across. But you get people who can't be bothered to walk to either, and instead cross 5 yards away from the Pelican Crossing and just walk into the road because they're idiots.
Pelican Crossing.
It's where you have the lamps at either side of the road. You press a button, wait, and then a little man changes. Traffic lights stop the traffic, and
Just a pedestrian crossing.
yeah, kind of. But we've got different types.
Yeah, like we've got like zebra crossings or like the ones with the buttons.
Yeah, so we've got zebra crossings which don't have any signal. It's just the white lines. And then we have Pelican crossings, which are the ones where you press the button. And then we have toucan crossings, which have the lines and flashing lights, but they don't have buttons. You just have to stop if somebody's going to cross there.
Why are they named after birds?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Hey, you guys are weird.
Highway code, mate. Maybe the guy who came up with the names was just thinking of the chicken crossing the road joke at the time.
Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side?
Yeah. Matthew says they enforced the parking outside schools. The primary school I worked at, they handed out 70 parking tickets in one day. Didn't change anyone's shite parking. Yeah. Yeah. There's school by us, and you got the front of the school grounds, but the whole front of the school ground is like a big long bus park, so bus lay-by. And then at the top end of it, goes straight into a sharp bend to where the fire station is. So it's a blind bend, but you get the parents coming in to pick little kiddies up from school. They park the cars in the bus stop, fill up the bus stop, and then when it's full, the next lot, the more parents come along, and then they double park, blocking the road on a blind bend, and then complain when people nearly hit their kids. Because they just walk out into the road. because nobody can see the pedestrians. The pedestrians can't see the cars coming down the road because they're idiots. Julian says, we usually have lower speed limits past schools. Yeah. Bob says, Pelican is pedestrian light control and notification. There we go.
Ooh.
Ah, see, that makes sense.
Yeah. Paul says, I think I will. Oh, stupid thing. I think I'll contact my GP and ask for a face-to-face meeting and get him to sign my license, even if he makes me pay for it. Our doctors are supposed to do stuff like make you pay if they've if you want to sign a license or write a letter for DWP or whatever. But for some reason they never do. Pretty good like that. Julian says, a zebra isn't a bird. We have zebra crossings too. We do. And they're called zebra crossings because they're black and white. They could have called them penguin crossings, but it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, I know a zebra's not a bird, but I've never heard of pelican or toucan crossings before.
Julian says, why did chicken cross the road? It was nailed to the punk. Bob says, weren't toucan crossings the ones with two sets of buttons, one normal and one extra high for horse riders? No. Toucans are the ones where it's just the white and black lines for the crossings and then the flashing lights at either side. Just to warn drivers that there's a crossing. Ian says, the toucan crossing is a play on words, toucan cross. There we go. Baby Cakes is in. She says, hi everyone. Hello, Monica. How are you doing? Ooh, still got 27 people watching. Lovely. For those who aren't sure about or forget what's on each day and stuff on the channel, I put up a video yesterday that has all of this week's shows on it and the times. It's only a short video, like 30 seconds. But yeah, just in case people forget, so you don't have to keep asking. And what I'll do is next week, because we've got members, we've got Corporal's Mess this week on Wednesday. And what I'll do next week is because we haven't got Corporal's Mess, is I'll do one that's correct for next week, and then what I can do is, if anyone asks and stuff in Discord, I can always just put a link up to the correct video for that week.
That's only complicated.
It did, didn't it? Sounded way more complicated than it is.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm very verbose. Monica says, I'm good. How about yourself? I am well, thank you. How about you two guys? Are you well?
Yeah.
I was at the start of the stream.
Now he's just depressed. June says, something nagging at me that a school crossing warden was run over by a half-wit locally. I think Llanetud Fawr, Llanwyd Major, primary school. There we go. In Jim says, hi,
standing
Monica.
in the middle of the road with a bloody great sign in his hand. What's he expect? You know.
Well, did you know, Trevor, that if you're a traffic lollipop warden or whatever, call them these days, you can't join the police because it leaves you open to corruption.
Yeah.
Apparently, those well-known criminals hiding in high vises.
I know your cops over there are doing a good job of making themselves look corrupt as is.
Yeah, especially the Met. Ian Chambers says, hi, Monica. Monica says, hi, Julian. And she says, hi, Ian. Julian says Vowra, not Var. Bloody smell chucker. Yeah. It doesn't like Welsh words. I found as well that Gemini can't do Welsh either. Doesn't understand. If you put Welsh in or Welsh accents or anything, it doesn't understand it. Julian says, hi, Monica. Paul says, Trevor, are you going to Eastbourne Air Show this weekend?
No, mate, I'm unfortunately not. No.
He's going to meet you under the apple trees.
Yeah, got too much bloody going on.
Monica says, hi, Paul, and hi, Tim and Trevor.
Hey.
And Paul says, hi, baby cakes. Dorksaurus says, hi, baby cakes, with a cake and hugs. Oop. Press 2 buttons instead of 1 then. Bob says, puffin crossings are clever. Pedestrian user-friendly, intelligent crossing, like pelicans, but have sensors to detect when crossing is clear to allow traffic to restart sooner. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good systems coming out. Stuff like that. June says, if the sign says stop, I'd like to think drivers would stop. Oh, apparently the traffic crossing one or whatever they're called didn't survive, which is unfortunate. It's a dangerous job. Fallen Ghost says, hi, baby cakes. Doug says, good morning, Ghost. And Monica says, hi, Dorka, and hi, Ghost. There we go. You've all got to be on your best behaviour now because she's a baby cakes in.
As if we are not, or we are always on our best behaviour.
Of course, we're always on our best behaviour. Joe says, okay, 15 minutes. I'll begin my warm-up prior to my workout. Damn, I'm hungry. Hello, baby cakes. Baby cake says, I'm watching you.
What do you mean?
Oh, no. And she says, hola, Joe. Ghost says, got up early to deal with pain, started gluing parts until Sharon started booping my elbows. Oh. Boop. We got 26 watching and 16 likes. 10 of you are not entertained. Message off. No, reply to that afterwards. Bob says, I think my thumbs are nearly recovered from tank track clipping together. Let us spray. Oh, God, yeah, I need to do that tonight, don't I? Spray the whole. Ghost says, 40 kilos of dog really move your arm. Yeah, I imagine it would. Ian says, best behavior? I'm always good. Sure. The true gentleman. Monica says all lies, Ian. Yeah, Monica's not afraid to call people out. For once, I'm gonna try and actually get the seams smooth on the fuselage, so that when it's sprayed, it all looks like one piece. Because normally I sort of miss half of it and end up with a big line down the middle. I was also trying to do it without getting rid of any of the detail. But I do need to.
That is the problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Ian Chambers says, "You know me too well." Devil, laugh, Rolly on the floor laughing. Face. That beard's coming along well, Tim.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, it'll take some time to layer it up and get it lighter. But
yeah, it's looking good. Bob says, going to cheat and stick all the internal parts to the inside of the A7V sides, then paint them to make it look homogeneous. Ew. Monica is laughing. Paul, bacon sandwich time. Ooh, lovely. Julian, good at what, Ian? By the way, best is relative term. And Mark Fairhurst says, afternoon. Hello, Mark. Welcome to the show. We'll be finishing in a little under 15 minutes. But it's always a pleasure to have you people. I think you've been here before. You know what I mean. So, where are you up to on the A7V anyway, Trevor?
Sorry?
Where are you up to on the A7V?
Well, I've got the bottom built and sprayed. I've got the carriers sprayed. I've got the tracks made.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, I think.
I've primed the underneath the hull and the bogies, and then I've painted the interior of the floor and the commander's compartments and stuff.
Oh, what, you finished painting your floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's in black. Mine's all in black prime at the moment. I've built the cab.
Yeah.
Cab's all built with the radiators and the bits and bobs.
Oh, I've not done the radiators. That's what I need to do as well. Damn it, I've got work to do this afternoon. Well, this evening.
Yeah, radiator bits with the. Yeah, I mean, you've got radiator sticks on one side. You've got a bit of photo etch that goes in and 3 bars that go across, and then a couple of bits and bobs on the other side. So yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
And then there's about the driver's floor is a little bit fiddly.
Yeah. And then on Wednesday we have got Corporal's Mess, and then Thursday we're starting the Sherman group build.
Oh yeah. Oh, you finished the Lysander then? Yeah.
Well, I've still got the bombs and sights to do on it, but I'll do them.
Well, I mean, do another week on that if you want. It doesn't. I'm quite happy to potter with something else. So.
I've already scheduled it now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wait on that.
Baby Cake says, "I want one pull. You wouldn't want 2 pulls." Mark says, "I mostly just listen in as I'm building." That's fair enough.
Yeah.
As long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters.
Yeah. On the seams there, Mikey, have you got any Mr. Surfacer?
I have, but it's been in my drawer a long time.
It don't matter, mate. It'll soon knock back.
Yeah.
The thickness in it. Yeah. I mean, I normally use that.
mean, to be fair, they're pretty close anyway. It's just getting
Yeah,
the last little bit. So
that's it. Yeah, I mean, because of Mr. Circus, oh, well, we don't want that on the bench. Because Mr. Circus is a little bit thicker.
yeah. I mean, I can just feel it with my nail, and that's just the last little bit that I'm getting off.
Yeah.
If I do it with a
Yeah.
finger, I can't feel it.
Yeah.
So I think even Mr. Serves would be a bit too thick.
Yeah.
Ian says, anything for food, Monica? Steady. Monica says, anything for bacon. Americans tend to have their bacon crispy though, don't they?
It's like streaky bacon there, bacon, and it's not proper bacon.
No.
Yeah, not proper bacon.
Yeah.
Well, it is. It's just like
Crunchy.
that. They have the full thing, like with the full rasher, not just the round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be a round only guy, but the rind is so much nicer. Like it does crisp up so nice.
Yeah. See, I don't like crispy or crunchy food in general for some reason. I just never like the texture of it. Dennis says, just started the Mini Art British lorry 3-ton LGOC B-Type in 135. Same chassis as a Mini Art B-Type armoured lorry I've just finished. Tricky build, but worth it. Yeah, I really want to do that kit. So many kits I want to do, especially World War ones. Bob says, A7V, I hated parts D4, far too tiny. I don't think I've got to that yet. Ian says, bacon. Yeah, bacon's good. Bob says, bacon bap, got brioche buns, so guess what's cooking soon? Nice. Oh, that sounds so good. Baby Cake says, careful, Trevor.
What's she on about?
Ian says, I honey glaze my bacon before frying. Oh, lush. Oh, honey glazed duck. That's nice.
Yeah.
Bob says, I believe that crispy food had all the goodness baked out of it. Yeah. I just don't like the feel of it on the palate. Looks like, yeah. Mark says, you guys are making me hungry. Sorry, dude. Julian says, also, anyone think the IGN figures on Monday Matters raise a lot of questions? I did watch it, but I can't remember, to be honest.
Figures.
Yeah, Imperial Japanese Navy figures.
Oh, on today's?
Yeah.
Was it? Shows you how much attention I took, didn't it? Sorry, Gary. Listening.
Gary, no, not Gary. Ghost says, our bacon sucks now. I buy smoked hog jowl and slice it thick. Yeah. Nice thick pieces of bacon are really nice. Paul says, I'm ahead of you on the Sherman. Nice.
Ew.
Sorry, Kay came in and brought my dinner.
God, I don't know. How the other half bloody live?
I'm having super tuna salad with couscous and lentils.
Super tuna salad, very nice.
I like them.
Tin tuna or fresh?
It's one of these John West things.
Oh, yeah.
I like them. Different flavors. The honey and ginger one's really nice. Julian says the box art for the IGN figures is questionable. Yeah.
I'm kind of
I
curious.
didn't look at it that close. Hey?
I'm kind of curious now.
Bob says, no squeals from Kane means no poster yet, I presume. Oh, dear God. You've not put spiders in that package, have you? Uh-oh. Mark says, super tuna? Yeah, apparently. It leaps coral reefs with a single bound. Ian says, right, guys and girls, gotta go. Opticians, TTFN. See you later, my dude.
I just pulled up Monday Matters to have a quick squiz at that thing.
Do you want to show us?
Yeah. Look, you can imagine it. It's a it's a 2-piece, so 2 characters, 1/72 scale, 3D printed. One dude with his hands up against the wall, and the other dude paddling him. So I guess it's a punishment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Join the Navy, peeps. Monica says, take care, Ian, and be good. Joe says, Ian, first one in, first one out. That doesn't sound. It'd be something because Skiffins is doing that massive. Is it Akagi?
Akagi.
Yeah, the huge scale one. So something like that would be really funny, just like a little Easter egg sort of thing in one of the rooms. Adam says, I've seen worse box arts, much worse. Yeah, go on AliExpress and look for figures. You'll see a lot worse on there.
It pretty much clearly shows you exactly what's in the box.
Yeah.
It's like a color rendering, one on a different angle, and then a 3D, like just gray rendering.
Yeah.
Like,
It is what it is.
Yep.
It gets your attention, and that's what they need. Baby Cake says, hi, Adam. Oh, we've got 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Right, I think with my thinkers,
I think therefore I am.
apart from ordnance, I built this bloody thing.
Mark says, leaps coral reefs. Yeah. In a single bound, no less.
Yeah. All right. That's looking like a pretty ginger beard. Yeah, most gingers I know, their beards are more on the blonde side, and the ginger just comes from the density.
Yeah. I'd say that's fair analysis.
Oh,
God. Yes, that is the correct one. Woohoo! I got it right.
Ooh.
Makes a bloody change. Hello.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm more or less happy with that start.
My beard's better. Let's have a look.
More sophisticated, isn't it, Mikey?
Certainly more. Oh, wow. That is quite creepy without the pupils in his eyes.
Yeah, he's doing the Undertaker. But
yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with the start of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Kind of looks like Prince Harry, but like he's been on the Zempic. Yeah.
So
Awesome.
there we go. He's been sitting on my desk for long enough. He's finally got a start.
Yeah. He looks good. Right. That's the 2 hours up. Is Trevor coming, switching cameras, or is he staying there? I don't know. What's going on with you there?
Scary.
We'll have to get you a hairband, Trevor.
Yeah, man, yeah. It's because I've got no stuff on it today to keep it where it should be. Yeah.
There we go. Right, thanks for joining us today. We are back tomorrow. Me and Trevor, we're doing the A7, or the Meng A7V, should I say. If you enjoyed today, obviously, leave and subscribe. Tim, are you back on Wednesday or Friday? Corporal's Mess Wednesday.
I might be on. It depends what time my wife finishes her shift at the hospital.
Yeah.
So yeah, if baby's down and jobs are done and stuff, I might pop on.
All right, bud. So, for everyone else, we'll see you tomorrow, 12 till 2, as always. Until then, it's Hull Vard for now.
Chatty bye.